We have 2 games left of the season. We are currently 3 points above the drop zone. I don't really know how it works. Akumla, who beat us in the last game, one of their only wins in the season, are definitely relegated. Hammarby TFF seem to be already in the playoff, is that right? But they could still be relegated, I think. Stocksund are right down there as well. They're 2 points from a playoff place, and Sollentuna are in the playoff place, 3 points behind us. A win, I think, in the first game would pretty much secure our safety. 3 points going into the last game. So if we win one of these two, if we beat Hammarby now, I think we will be safe. So we're going to go into it. There is an away game, but we're not doing an away day. We're just doing the 2 games. We're leaving it where it is. We have got 2 new players to show you. We've went and found some players who can come in and help us out for the remainder of the season. The first one, obviously going back to the Hartlepool connection where I can, is Luke Charman. He's a 6'1" English winger, can also play at front. He's a leading 4th division player. He's of Hartlepool and originally from Newcastle. So he is come in, not done very well. As you can see, he's just an overall player, but he's getting up to fitness, as is pretty much everyone else, because there was a big gap of games. Other than that, our new signing is Sam Folarin, another one from Hartlepool, 2.5 stars of current ability with some potential, 26-year-old winger. As you can see, quite physical, but pretty much bad at everything else. Came through Middlesbrough's academy. So, yeah, quite an interesting one. Obviously, one of them, Folarin, is on money till the end of the season, which is, just this season. Charman's on a non-contract. They were kind of just signed as, we'll bring them in, see if because the scouts didn't have them down as very good, but it just shows you the scouting's not very good. Folarin was down as a 1-star player, and he's 2.5. Charman, we didn't really scout, we just signed because it was non-contract, and he came in, he's 3-star. So he's better than Precious Johnson, who's 2.5 stars, so I'm hoping it will be enough. Kamara is going to have to miss out as well, so Hilmarson comes in. We've also got this guy, Connor Panny, who was previously of Gateshead in on trial, but he doesn't look great, so we probably won't be offering him a deal anyway. But we're just taking a look at him. But yeah, we're trying to go back to that. It seems like, the fact that we've been able to even sign these players is pretty crazy. His non-contract is only £110 a week, though. So once the season's done, basically anyone who's not good enough will just release from their non-contracts because we don't need to keep them on the wage bill. And then we'll take a look. So yeah, 2 games left. A win now, though, would be huge. Let's go play the first game. This is the team. We've got Kjartansson in goal, back four of Shaq, Thornberg, Hilmarson and Damsgaard. Berman, Vigabag, Worrell, Hansen, Luke Charman and Chambo make up the rest of it. Like I say, we are still trying to almost regain our fitness. We lost a lot of it because for some reason there was just a big gap of games. I don't really know why, but hopefully we can do that. Hopefully a win here will be enough. And then we would be safe just based on the goal difference anyway. So hopefully some of the new boys can do stuff. I'm not sure why Luke Charman's got like yellow hair. He's definitely got black hair in real life. So that's the Football Manager not doing their research there. But yeah, a win here. These are, again, second bottom of the league. You'd like to think we could do it. I think they're the either reserves or the under whatevers. One of the youth teams at Hammarby, but they're definitely affiliated with Hammarby in some regard. Exactly how, I don't know. But Worrell, down the right-hand side, he's got an option in Chambo in the middle, who, if he can find him, he does. But it was a little bit too far back in Chambo. Couldn't get his effort on target. Still 0-0. A point isn't the end of the world, obviously, if the team in, would be more relying on other results if we just drew this. If we do win, it pretty much wraps it up. Coming in the last game, though, we're playing third in the league. So really, we really want to win this one, get it wrapped up, and then we can just go into that one not being too concerned. The question marks over whether we should be bringing players in to come in and start, when obviously Precious Johnson's still got 9 goals in the season, but he hasn't scored in absolutely ages, so I'd rather give someone else a chance. And Worrell's there, and he finds Luke Charman, and Luke Charman gets his first goal in a BAIK shirt. It was a little bit fortunate, but it fell to him, and he's finished it off just as I was questioning whether we should have dropped Precious Johnson for him. Well, he's came up with a goal. Love to see it. Luke Charman makes it BAIK 1, Hammarby TFF 0. And that is an all-important goal that could be what we need. Worrell really should have just placed it into Charman's feet, but he didn't. It was quite a weird manoeuvre from him, but he got lucky in the end. He got on the goal. He got the goal, and that's all that matters. As long as he can do that, I'm happy. So 1-0 now, and we do look like we're in control of the game. We've not really seen too much from them yet. It's their goalkeeper. It was a weird angle. I've never seen it from like behind the goal. It was a bit odd, but they've got the ball at their feet now, trying to get forward. And there is an outlet down the right-hand side. Shaq's left his man. Worrell backpedaling. It's an effort from distance. That's not going to travel. Not going to trouble Kjartansson travelling at that speed. He's able to just pick it out and get two hands to it. Love to see. And what's it going to do now? Okay, highlights done. I thought we kept going. I thought there was going to be more. But still 1-0. Like I say, very little from them, which is good to see. And Luke Charman, we brought the reinforcements in, and he's managed to do it with a goal. Love to see it. And he's got a pretty big goal bonus. That's how we were able to sign him. I think it's like £110 a week, but like £100 if he scores. So he basically doubles his wage if he gets on the score sheet. But yeah, not a bad half of football. We've definitely been the better side. It's just, yeah, we just need a couple more goal scorers in the squad. I think Chambo's good, but yeah, we need to partner him up with some better players around him, and also probably just some better fullbacks, some better midfielders who can create the chances. Because as much as we have been missing a few chances here and there, we have also just been not creating enough quality chances. Shaq down the right-hand side sends a floater in. Luke Charman was following it, but he couldn't get there. And now Damsgaard will play it to Viggerbach, who plays it to Hansen, who, I think it was Luke Charman played it off to Chambo, but unfortunately his effort does go wide. Hansen's not having the best of games. And the other good thing about signing these players is at least we can make some subs. So Sam Folarin's going to come on. His first game in front of you lot. Hasn't done much in the games that I've seen him in, but hopefully he can do just like Luke Charman did. Hopefully he can come on and be that difference maker. But yeah, it just shows us, I think this has given me a good idea of where the level is. Well won by Luke Charman in the air, and Chambo's racing forward. Really should have done better with it. Chambo's definitely gone off the boil a little bit as the season's gone on, but that was a good flick on from Luke Charman, who, to be honest, he's not actually that good in real life, but that is probably one of his best traits, is winning the ball in the air. This has given me a good idea of, I think, where we are, because these are like average players for the league. They're probably just slightly worse. So this is probably National League, League 2 level, which I think is probably overrated in Football Manager. I don't think that's right. I think it'll be definitely lower than this. But Shaq, neither players win the header. It was a very, very odd moment, and Worrell can get it cleared, or he can play it out. He does do. Finds Luke Charman, who's got space to run into. Charman, who is a little bit more mobile than Precious Johnson. Still going, Luke Charman. Oh, my word. Luke Charman. Oh, we're keeping him. We're not even going to release him. It's 2 goals for Luke Charman. He went on a great run. And what a finish that is from Luke Charman. He makes it 2. Potentially some question marks over the goalkeeping there. But Luke Charman's made it 2. And what an impact he's made starting this game. Just his second start in a BAIK shirt. Now he's got 2 goals to his name. But now Hammarby getting themselves forward, trying to get themselves a goal back. And it's blocked on the line. It was offside anyway, but that is what we're doing now. We're putting bodies on the line. And that is huge. Luke Charman's come in. And could he be the hero that's kept us up? Because he's got 2 goals today. I'm actually going to make another change. I'm going to put Sam Folarin up top next to him. And bring Rosberg onto the left, put him on the right, and just try and get lots of pace in the side. Let's see if just quickness does it, because Sam Folarin, again, he's not a very good player, but he's quick. So, this is why they play at Hartlepool's level, because they don't have, they're not the full package, but they're all good at different things. And Charman's not bad in the air. Folarin's quick. But those are 2 players that are very much peripheral players at Hartlepool. They're not really week in. I mean, Charman started a bit more this season, but they're not week in, week out starters. They're probably not really that good enough. They're probably like lower level National League players, bottom half side players. They're not players, they're not teams that are going to play for teams in the top half. That was a ball over the top for Folarin, trying to get him in behind, but it probably just wasn't the right time. But happy with Luke Charman to get 2. And to be honest, if he's only on £110 a week on a non-contract, I'd happy just to keep him in the squad for next season, because at the very least he can be a decent backup, I think. And obviously I don't mind if he leaves, because he's not that good. But 2 goals today, I'm definitely not going to just get rid of him. It's not a bad return so far. 2 goals in 3, and one of those was a debut where he was not really got match sharpness. I mean, most of the players at the minute don't have sharpness, but Hammarby have got themselves through, and we get a little bit lucky there because it's hit the post, blocked by Shaq, goes out for a throw-in. Not long left now. Hopefully we can hang on, but I think we have been probably the much better side. 2 goals from Charmin, I guess both slightly fortunate. The first one, lucky it came to him. And the second one was probably some pretty poor goalkeeping, but that is that. And that, I think, will be us safe. I think it's not mathematical. I think it's still potential for us to go down, but Hammarby have been relegated. Yeah, I think there's still... So we're definitely not getting relegated automatically. It says finally scores. It was only his 3rd game. There you go. Yeah, I mean, he's 3.5 stars of current ability, so maybe we do just keep him in the squad. Yeah, we'll keep him in. Yeah, I mean, not bad. Not bad at all. So that probably means us safe. Oh, well, we definitely are, aren't we? We're up in 10th. Yeah, we flew up with that win. So we're not... It's not quite done at the bottom of the end of the table. But we play Vassillon next, our last game of the season. We'll go click continue, and hopefully by then, this will all be sorted by then. And we might be safe. So coming into the last game of the season, we are safe. We've got 36 points with the relegation playoff currently being 31. So regardless of what happens in this last game, we are safe. We could still finish as low as 12th. But realistically, we are safe. Hammarby TFF and Kumla are both relegated. Stocksund have at least confirmed a playoff place, but likely to be automatically relegated as well. Stollentuna could still stay up if they win their game, and Eskilstuna lose. So there's a chance for a swap there, but we are safe. Thankfully, we have managed to get through it. We play Vassillund, who are up in 3rd. The title winners have already been decided as well. And as you can see, you don't need too many points to go up in this league. I think if we ended up with a good squad, if we look at our goals scored, we're not too far away from sort of the upper echelon, but our goals conceded is way too many. So if we can knock the goals conceded on the head or get this up into the 50s and 60s, because if you look at someone like, well, who's got the highest goals conceded? So like these have conceded more than us, but they've scored more than us. Honestly, not that much more. So the difference really is that we've probably just been a bit unlucky in some of the results. But anyway, nevertheless, this is the team we're going with for the last game. It's the exact same 11, except for Kamara comes in for Thornberg, who's suspended for a game for too many yellow cards. So he's out. Hilmarsson keeps his place. Goal scorer Luke Charman keeps his place. Rest of the squad is the same. And yeah, this is going to be the last episode of the season. So next episode will be obviously a transfer special. One thing I forgot to mention as well off camera, they offered us a new contract, so we've extended our deal to another season. Hopefully we can kick on next season. I'd like to think we can have a very good window and look to try and build on it. I think if we are in the same position we are in this season, next season, just trying to stay up, if we're not in any sort of promotion race, then I think there's a chance we may need to look at moving on. I think the worry is I don't know how we're going to get the money to actually kick on and start signing better players, because the one thing is as well, I've noticed, there's no cup, or at least there's no cup down at this level. It's very much a case of you just have to get promoted through the leagues, I guess, and get up to a point where you've got enough money coming in. I mean, we're not really money makers. I think at the minute we're about 40 or 50k in debt, which isn't a crazy amount of money, but given that our wage bill isn't really that high, we do tend to be, we are like hemorrhaging money a bit. So I think we've only got like a 20k sponsorship coming in as well, so we'll probably need the owner to put the hand in the pocket to pay the rest out. So we are a little bit in a precarious financial situation, and when I signed my contract, they didn't even offer me an extension, an increase on the wage either. So we are still on the £120 a week, somehow surviving. Luke Charman on the ball now, racing forward. Can he get another goal to his name, Luke Charman? Oh, it's not a bad effort, you know. Pulls a good save from the Vassillon goalkeeper. Maybe Luke Charman is going to stay with us next season. I mean, he's on a non-contract. We don't have to let him go. And he scored 2 in the important game, so I think we keep him, at least for the time being. Shaq with the clearance, he's definitely one that's going. I mean, there'll be a number of players that we release out of this slot. One player who's also left that I forgot to mention, Stengard. He was a backup. He was just sitting on the bench most of the time. We've given away a penalty. Berman's contract's out at the end of the year. He's definitely another one on the that's going to be on the outs. I think out of this lot, we'll try and give a new deal to Kjartansson. I think he'll be the only one that we try and keep. I think Shackle will just release. I think we'll keep Shaq until... Oh, I've got... my hamstring. My hamstring's gone. Right, sorry about that. My hamstring went. Did we concede? I think we conceded. I don't even know what happened, but I think we conceded. I think it was the penalty. Yeah, my hamstring went. It was legs today, so my hamstring's just clearly cramped up. Pretty painful, but not that bad. But anyway, 1-0 down, unfortunately, and just as I was talking about squad building for next season, pretty much proof why we need to, because I think Berman gave it away, and he's definitely one of the ones. He's out of contract as well, so I think we've got Kamara out of contract. Hilmar, I think most of the lads are out of contract. Damsgaard is the only one, I think, out of the back line that's tied down. Worrell, Hansen, and Chambo are tied down as well. So we really need pretty much a whole new back line. I think Thornberg will still be here as well. But we definitely need some new players in pretty much all positions. We're going to gamble on allowing them to leave. Now, obviously, the worry is we're not able to sign anyone, and we end up with a worse squad than what we've got. But I think we have to take that gamble. I think what we've got at the minute isn't good enough, so I think we do need to gamble on trying to find better players for next season. But yeah, at the minute, not great. I think obviously we have had very little in terms of depth, in terms of options. I mean, our starting 11 isn't really good enough, so the bench was never going to be that good. But yeah, Worrell, I mean, Hansen, Charman, Chambo, that could be an okay front four next season, but I think we probably need better. I'm happy to keep Charman on a non-contract, and if we don't find anyone else, then I guess we just keep him, and he can be the replacement for Precious Johnson next season. Kjartansson, again, I would like to probably get him on a non-contract deal rather than a term deal, because I'd like to find a better goalkeeper, but honestly, out of everyone, he's probably not the worst, really. I think if we had some better players in front of him, he'd be a lot better. Once again, we're going to bring... we're going to bring Sam Folarin on up top, because Chambo he's just been off the boil. So we're going to go with a Hartlepool front two of Sam Folarin and Luke Charman. Never worked out, either of them, in real life, but maybe in the game they can be a little bit better. But yeah, I think we definitely need some better strikers. I think, our top goal scorer's got, 12 goals or something. It's definitely been more shared out, which is fine, but we need fullbacks creating a lot more as well. I mean, Damsgaard's not had a very good game, but he's been the only one really to do anything. Shaq's been terrible, so I'm just going to release Shaq. I'm just going to gamble we'll be able to find anyone better than him. But at the minute, it's not looking great. Worrell picks up a knock as well, so I'm actually going to put Sam Folarin out on the right. We'll bring Precious Johnson on up front in his last game. We'll swap him round as well, put him in his favoured position, put Charman as the channel forward, still trying to get a goal to get an equaliser, but 1-0 away from home to third. It's not the end of the world. Thankfully, we did what we needed to over the course of the season, and we have stayed up, which is good. But like I say, I think this is pretty much where we are now, and I do wonder how much further we can take this team with what we've got, because obviously the resources are really quite limited here, and that was very, very poor from us. Benila getting the second goal from him, he absolutely whacked it as well. But yeah, I mean, the resources are not great, and then I just don't know where we go from here. But not brill, but a 2-0 loss to end the season. It is what it is, but thankfully we'd already done what we needed to earlier. As you can see, we have stayed up comfortably in the end, 4 points clear. But yeah, a good reminder of where we're at, why we're not good enough, and why we need a pretty big overhaul in the summer. So, the winter, because we don't have a summer window. I keep saying the summer because I'm so used to saying it. We have a winter window, so that's going to do it. We are done for the season now. I'm pretty sure that's it, right? 30 games, yeah, that's it. So the season's wrapped up, and there's some sort of play. So yeah, we would have went into a... So you play... Oh, right. So Division 1 North and South go into a playoff final? So is it just you versus them? So there's only, yeah. Okay. Not really sure how it works. Don't need to worry about it because we're not involved in it. But yeah, we've just about stayed up. Let's just get the league table up. I think there's a promotion one as well. Yeah, we've just about stayed up. But I do think if another club was to come in for us, we would maybe show some interest. But at the minute, our reputation is still pretty low. We're getting. I think we've improved in one of these. I think one of these has gone up slightly. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing a little bit better. But yeah, we are making steady progress. We have signed a new deal anyway, so we'll obviously stay here. But yeah, if another team came in for us, I think we'd definitely be looking at it. Obviously, we're not doing any badges to make it more difficult as well. So that's going to do it anyway. So next episode will be the transfer special. And like I say, we've got a bit of work to do. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all for more very soon.